Good afternoon, class. For our thoughtful design presentation, Tim and I have decided to do a review of the Office of the Minnesota Secretary of State website, primarily focusing on this first tab here, which is the Elections and Voting tab. Our definition of thoughtful design that we came up with is a design that is easy for everyone to use, provides meaningful information, and maintains a high moral and ethical standard throughout. We both believe that voting is both a right and a responsibility, and so having accurate information on who you're voting and how to vote is of the utmost importance. So right away, to begin with, you can see that there's a lot of information in this website. Again, we're just going to focus on the Elections and Voting tab. You can tell right away that this is a very well-made website. It looks professional, it looks clean, it's colorful, yet it's not overwhelming or distracting. And the thing that I like about this website is you can find the information in various places. So you can see all the information that it provides up here, but then if you scroll down, it takes you to that same information, just in a different look and format. So let's click on the Elections and Voting. Right here it has pretty clear information on how to register to vote, election day voting, various different ways to vote. One thing that I really like is if you look here kind of in the middle of the page, you can actually change the language. So if I click Spanish, I can change the language from English to Spanish, and it's the same information that you saw, but it's just in Spanish now, although the layout is a little bit different. So we'll go back to register to vote. This right here has a pretty clear requirements on who is eligible to vote in Minnesota, on registering online, in paper, on election day, or in person. And then down here, it actually asks some questions on how do you register to vote, for example, if you have a criminal record or a college student or are homeless, and then some more scenarios here on the left-hand side. So it's really full of information, and the information is really easy to find because it's located in multiple places. One other feature that I wanted to point to was if you go to Election Day Voting and click Where Do I Vote, you can pretty easily find out where your polling place is based on zip code. I'm going to type in my address here, 5752, and then if I click go, it'll tell me that I vote at Winona Community School based on my address. Going back to the Elections and Voting tab, if you go over here to Getting Involved, it'll actually take you to a page on various different ways to get involved with nonprofits and businesses, on recruiting election judges, voter registration drives, kind of different ways to get involved with the voting and elections process, but also on how to contact your elected representatives. So if you click on that and then click State and Federal Representatives, it'll take you to this page. I already have this open in a different tab, but just based on your zip code, it'll actually show you who all of your elected officials are here, and then how to contact them, what district they're in, and also if you click on contact, it'll take you to their individual pages. So using this, you can actually do a little bit of research on your candidates and elected officials, as well as contact them for any pressing issues. One last thing here is if you go to the home page and go to election administration, this actually lays out all of the instructions on how to become a candidate, campaigning rules, data and maps, so you can see how people voted in the last elections. You can get information that's broken down by county and region. So really a lot of useful information in regards to voting. Again, our definition of thoughtful design is design that is easy to use, full of meaningful information, and maintains a high moral and ethical standard, which I believe, and Tim and I believe, this website does. Voting is obviously very meaningful. It's pertinent information that everyone should have access to. Thank you.